Hello everyone, and today I'm uploading a stream highlight again, but this time I will actually be commentating over it. So I hope you guys don't mind that there will be no game sounds, but if you really do mind, let me know and I will make sure not to upload games from stream in the future. I just thought this was a good game that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Additionally, I have 3 things I want to say before we start the game. 1. What's some of the content that you guys would like me to create? I mean specifically for those daily uploads. Are you liking the educational commentary? Would you like to see something else sometimes? Let me know in the comments, and thanks in advance. The second thing I want to talk about is the poll. Every time I'm preparing a new hero guide, I create a poll to let you guys decide which hero to do next, and it's no different this time. Make sure to check the description or the pinned comment for a link to the poll. And 3. I'm working on an extremely important video that hopefully should drop anywhere between the 17th and the 19th. So already in marching fire. It's about how to counter light spam, and I wanted to ask you guys. Aside from the characters that have 400 millisecond lines like Berserker or Orochi, what are some of the things that you would like to know about the topic? Does anything in particular come to mind? I'll be mentioning this light spam video a few more times, just to kind of hype it up, so to speak. Alright, so let's actually get into the game. Alright, so this is a Valk game that I played on matchmaking. This is just a normal game I played on stream. I'm just solo queuing and I'm playing Valk. This is a game on Sanctuary Bridge, which is one of the few competitive maps that we actually play in tournaments. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this game is that at the very beginning, here as I go into the team fight, I'm going to get slaughtered. I am not going to survive. And this is just going to be a simple example of how, if you're not focused, if you're not paying attention, you can get melted. But then in other team fights, I'm doing just fine later on in the video. So here I get grabbed with a feint, I do a bad dodge that gets me hit, and then I just don't dodge the Cabertos and I'm dead, right? And a lot of people I think are gonna look at this if this happened to them and they're going, this is bullshit, right? There's nothing I could have done, but there is actually a lot I could have done. I could have dodged the Cabertos, that's not a quick attack at all. I could have not been throwing attacks at Nobushi. I was just in kind of matchmaking mentality, let's say, where obviously I'm not going to be focusing as 100% hard as I do in tournaments or scrims. So I wanted to highlight that as a very important part. In every one of my videos with educational commentary, I talk about how important it is to be able to survive, and it's the same here. So I go back, I respawn, I go to 1v1 this Highlander. I thought he was going to be doing a backlight into offensive stance, but he didn't, and so now we're just kind of fighting, and I ended up killing him off. And I'm close to my tier 1, but I don't quite have it, so that's a little bit of an issue. And I'm fighting this Orochi. Usually as Valk in matchmaking, I try and attack, as people don't necessarily know how to deal with Shield Crash, or even the top lights that are, you know, pretty easy to deal with because you just have to block top, right? But yeah, I'm trying my best to kill him as quickly as possible. I'm not sure if I do, I can't remember exactly. I think I didn't quite, yeah, he gets revenge and I think I'm dead. Oh no, he didn't focus me, thankfully. I think it's going to be a massive combo and I think he's going to die if I don't fuck it up. Yep, I didn't mess this up, and the Orochi is dead. So now I actually do have my tier 1 feat, Bounty Hunter, extremely important feat to have. It heals you when you kill and gives you stamina when you kill opponents, which is very, very nice. Here I wasn't exactly sure what the Sent was trying to do, but at least he got him out of stamina, I guess, so I just left. No reason for me to just stay there and keep giving him revenge, the Highlander. Right? No reason for me to stay there and keep giving Highlander revenge. So I just went back here, I think this is C, and I tried to help as much as possible. I killed the Lawbringer, now I killed the Nobushi, and I think now we're gonna finish off the Orochi. Yep, so I got 3 kills by just being there, right? I didn't do that much in a team fight, but I went to clean it up, and we did clean it up. It was a 2v3, I think, for our team, so technically we were behind in terms of numbers, but for some reason, you know, my team did pretty well in that fight, and I just came in, I cleaned it up. There were 2 people with 1 bar, and we did pretty well. So now I'm just fighting for the revive, really. I'm not really fighting to kill the person, I'm fighting for the revive. And I think I'll end up maybe killing him. Yes, there we go. I had seen already in the few fights I had with this Highlander that he would try and go for a lot of backdashes on my heavies, so I just fainted a heavy into a flashlight, which is then guaranteed. Now this is a fight all over mid, even though it doesn't necessarily look like it maybe. So we have lost mid, but I think I'm just gonna try and finish off this Orochi, which I'm not sure if I do. Yeah, I think I do, because the Nobushi just left. And I think now we're fighting over this revive. So every time I'm fighting, there's something to fight for, right? We're fighting over mid, we're fighting over a revive, we're fighting over a point, right? In that team fight earlier on C, or that 1v1 on A. So there's always something that I'm fighting for. I'm never just sitting there kind of like, yep, let's fight over just nothing, right? Let's just fight. I'm behind, we're triple capped, and I'm just sitting here not doing anything. I always try my best to have something that I'm doing, right? And that's extremely important. I think here I deal a little bit of damage, but he gets revenge. And this takes way too much. I should not have stayed here, I think, as long as I did. But now that the Nobushi is here, I decided to stay and see what I could do. So I just used Fire Flask, and I hoped I would be able to kill the Nobushi with that, but I didn't. I think here I'm gonna die. Yep, I got hit by the Lawbringer Heavy, which of course guaranteed the Shroff, which in turn guaranteed the K-Britos, not the K-Britos, sorry, the Celtic Curse of the Highlander. So what I should have done there is I shouldn't have obviously gotten hit by the Lawbringer, so I could have rolled away, I could have dashed Ilya, I could have tried and maybe dash attack, and maybe I should have just stayed there, not panicked as much, and then would be 1v3, but some of them were low, I had Javelin, it was possible to win. So we're against this Orochi again, on C, this is on A, sorry. This is a very important part of like cleaning up. Just like make sure that before you go onto the map, everything is cleaned up, you have your point. Now of course, you know, sometimes people will be... sometimes it's better to go for a backup, for example, right? Rather than trying to clean up the entire map. But this time I decided to go for our point, and I think I will just die here. I know I got revenge, but I'm by myself, just trying to survive as long as possible. But I don't think this is quite gonna work out. Yep, I got hit by everything, I think, there at the end. I wasn't exactly sure which of the attacks, of the 3 attacks that were coming at me at the same time was gonna be fainted, so I just took a guess pretty much and I messed up. No, I didn't have to necessarily take a guess, I could have played it more calmly and tried to maybe try and block, but I think 1 or 2 of those were unblockable. To try and parry some of the other ones, maybe try and dodge, try and roll. There were a few more things I could have done, but I decided to try and go for a parry on one of the things that I just kind of wasn't sure if I was gonna get hit by, but I decided to go for the parry and that killed me. But I still survived for a decent amount of time, I think trying to help my team as much as possible, and I think we could have killed the Orochi here. Now, the reason I say we could have is that I had Javelin, and in that situation, by the way, if someone's being K-Britos by Highlander, you can get a heavy without the person being able to pop revenge. So I could have gotten Javelin, as I tried there at the end, but I did not do it, right? So that's just me not knowing exactly what to do. I'm super low, and I'm not sure if I die here or not, but I am super low. I get the kill actually, and I have Bloodlust active procced, which is very good, but here I get parried. I was very surprised that I got parried actually, but because I didn't even see the parry on my screen. But we got double kill here, which is great. I killed the Nobushi with a Javelin because I had Bloodlust procced, which meant that the Javelin dealt 75 damage. Here I went to clear mid, but I saw that the mid was already cleared, and I popped a fire trap, accidentally of course, but it was really good that I did that, because because it only dealt the damage to me, so I just went to heal. It did like 60 damage or 80 damage to me, whatever, I didn't care too much, just went to heal, and now I'm back and I have Fire Flask, right? I think I was looking for a second there if there was anyone coming to my point, but there wasn't, and now I go to fight on their point as they are breaking. So there's a 1v1 in mid there that I decided to ignore because I'm a Valk and that was a sand, so I couldn't really do much. There was a nail bomb here, and I think I killed this Orochi, and now I have Bloodlust procced, which is a lot of damage additional, and we killed the other person, and we keep the point, but we don't quite have enough. We don't have 1.1k, which is, again, as I talked in the previous videos, it's extremely important to have 1.1k before going for a final fight. There I used Fire Flask to kind of secure a revive, as I thought it was going to be extremely important. However, I got Spear Storm that I couldn't see, of course, as that, or I couldn't hear, as that's what Spear Storm does. So that was very bad for us, and I died because of it, effectively wasting my tier 4 feat. So we broke, and I got revived, of course, because of that. We did take A, and now both of the teams are almost breaking. They are almost breaking. We just need a little bit more points. But I couldn't stay on A, which is what I would have usually done, because my team was already fighting in mid, so I wanted to help my team as much as possible. Yep, so now we're fighting the Orochi and the Lawbringer. I think I ended up killing the Orochi and I ended up killing the Lawbringer, and at that point I'm like, okay, we got a chance, we just need to take C and we win this game. But unfortunately, as I go there, I see that there's already a person there. Yep, the moment I go up, there's already a person, and so I cannot kill them as quickly as I would, hope to. And so now we're just kind of fighting. There's a teammate coming to him to help him. I'm just kind of here okay with getting hit by or blocking the Nobushi, because I'm just getting a little bit more revenge. And my Highlander is very low though, which kind of sucks. And there's a fire trap. I think it's probably gonna kill the Highlander. Yep. It actually killed 2 people. And I think I'm just gonna kind of die. I shouldn't have guard broken there. It was a really bad idea to guard break, and then I heavied into a hyper armor of the Highlander, which is bad. Then I probably could have done a lot more. I could have parried the Lawbringer heavy, for example, to be able to then parry the Highlander unblockable, get revenge, or try and dodge it as well. Try to dodge the heavies, try and roll them to get revenge, and then I would have been able to get, with revenge comes more damage, of course, because I'm out of health. I get bloodlust, and maybe if I kill someone, I get Javelin, dealing a lot of damage. That was possible to win, but the most important thing that I'm gonna kind of reiterate quickly on is how to survive again. Like, don't always be focused. Always be focused. Try and always be focused in every team fight, and where to go and where to kind of position yourself on the map. Those are the most important things. Alright, so guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and please answer some of my questions I asked at the beginning, and see you guys next time.